Indus River Valley Civilization was one of the main early Eastern civilizations, and of the three, the most widespread. At its peak, its 1,000 plus cities spanned a huge area stretching from modern Afghanistan through much of Pakistan and into northwestern India from 3300 to 1300 BC. For thousands of years, the Indus River plains were populated by local Neolithic or Stone Age agricultural communities that gradually emerged into large urban centers by 2600 BC. Just very recently, in 1922, British and local archaeologists discovered the two best-known cities of the Indus Valley Civilization in modern Pakistan, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, hence the name Harappan civilization. Both cities are thought to have once had populations of 30 to 50,000 people, which is stunning when one realizes that most ancient cities had on average 10,000 people. During the civilization's florescence, the population of the subcontinent grew to about 5 million people, which may have represented 10% of the world's total population at that period. Not only were Indus cities among the world's earliest major urban centers, but also some of the most sophisticated cities of their time, with advanced engineering and urban planning. Cities had multi-story homes made out of uniformly sized bricks along perpendicular streets, demonstrating a high degree of skill in urban planning. Also, cleanliness and hygiene were a matter of great importance, as cities featured the world's first urban sanitation systems. Most homes had flush toilets and were connected to a centralized, elaborate drainage system that used gravity to carry waste out of the city in big sewer ditches that ran under the main avenues. That plumbing system was more advanced than that of cities built thousands of years later, including even some contemporary urban sites. As other sites were discovered, the same degree of sophistication and pre-planning came to light, as well as the understanding that there was conformity to a single vision. These findings suggest that there must have been some form of government, but very little is known about the civilization's institutions and systems of governance. We do know that the civilization's economy depended significantly on trade with Mesopotamia, which was facilitated by major advances in transport technology, including the development of wheeled carts and boats. As identification markers on trade goods, Harappans used little carved seals decorated with animal figures and hundreds of different symbols that we still cannot decipher. Since little is understood about the Indus script, the Harappan religion remains a topic of speculation, although it has received considerable attention in an effort to identifying precursors of Indian religions. One of the most famous seals represents a seated human figure in control of surrounding animals, claimed to be one of the earliest depictions of the Hindu god Shiva. In contrast to Egyptian and Mesopotamian civilizations, the Indus Valley Civilization seems to have lacked any temples or palaces that would give clear evidence of religious rites. The largest public building in Mohenjo-daro was just a public bath, called the Great Bath. It is speculated that it might have served as a baptismal pool, since later Indian culture placed a huge emphasis on ritual purity, which is the basis of the caste system. Important Harappan innovations include standardized systems and tools for measuring length and mass. As opposed to other ancient cultures, the Indus Valley Civilization left no great statues of kings or gods. Instead, its cultural legacy is of small and well-crafted art, suggesting that play and games were very important to Indus Valley people, rather than worship. One of the most famous artworks is a small bronze statuette that reveals the presence of some dance form in the ancient Indus Valley. An equally impressive piece is a soapstone figure known as the Priest King, depicting a bearded man wearing a headdress and armband. Although many Harappan cities had large walls and citadels, there is very little evidence of weapons and warfare, suggesting that it was a peaceful culture, which is really unique amongst the ancient civilizations of the world. Why the Indus Valley Civilization declined is not very clear, and a number of theories has been proposed, including an invasion by Persian tribes. Most scholars, however, believe that it may have had to do with climate change, a general weakening of the monsoon which watered crops, and/or a change of the course of key rivers due to an earthquake. These disruptions may have led to gradual drying of the region's soil and to populations' migration and scatter. Although it was discovered much later, the Indus Valley Civilization is now often compared with the more famous cultures of ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. Scholars are still piecing together information about this mysterious and fascinating civilization, and many more discoveries are still to be made.